I like to hear myself talk. Oh, boss. The land before time. Countless books have been written about them, and the prehistoric creatures have served as the focal points of exhibits in natural history museums. In fact, dinosaurs have become front page news, with scientists probing deeper and deeper into the way they lived and the way they may have died. Recent anthropical discoveries uncovered fossilized dinosaur eggs, evidence of smaller species of dinosaurs and an indication of how they might have roamed the earth together. The escalating debate on whether meteorites or some other natural disaster precipitated their demise. The dinosaurs' history of adapting to or rejecting the changing earth and atmosphere may some keys hazards. The fact that today's garden can become tomorrow's desert serves as one of the springboards to the start of the Land Before Time story. In the film, Littlefoot and his Brontosaurus family are not finding as much greenery as they once did, and they have to look to the Great Valley for survival. They know it was there, maybe over the next rock or through the next crevice, but they never seen it. To reassure Littlefoot, his mother tells him some things you see with your eyes, others you see with your heart. Researchers worked with director Bluth and storyboard artist Larry Leaker and Dan Kunster in order to ascertain the structure size. The research included trips to the Museum of Natural History in New York, the Museum of Natural History in Los Angeles, the Field Museum in Chicago, and some Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. Models, film, archives, and artwork dating to the turn of the century were examined and recorded. The study was supplemented by live-action footage of modern animals and elephants, giraffes, and various artists. Another research challenge involved the prehistoric landscapes. The available natural history evidence points to a period of migration when the land before time becoming arid and desolate. The artists It is the condition that forces the dinosaurs to move to what we would now call greener pastures. Littlefoot's search to find the Great Valley is the essence of the adventure in the Land Before Time. With a journey involving much walking and running, the filmmakers found the toughest challenge was to develop the dinosaurs' legged movements. Since no one has ever seen a moving dinosaur, their body movements are difficult to predict, just like me. Probably the closest comparison for reference person was with an elephant. Ultimately, the animators put some pachyderm motion in the dinosaurs. The action takes place, giving rise to earthquakes, volcanoes, and other natural phenomena. The use of color provided variations in scientific realism. The creative license of animation allowed for colors that would enhance the beauty of the dramatic impact. Aesthetic light prevails. Almost any color can be used, and characters might have as many as 3 different colors in the course of the film. In animation, backgrounds are the equivalent of sets. Among the technical features in The Land Before Time are 29 scenes which represent the highest state-of-the-art for animated film. The studio's new location in Ireland led indirectly to one of the major special effects, although not a difficult one. It has never been featured in any other animated film. It involved constantly changing sky, much like that one of the producer Goldman observed every day. He thought he could convey this in the animation, adding another element to the journey of the little dinosaurs. The background was simply painted and separated level, which has panned. Other environmental effects included smoke, wind, sand, effects. Animation is an extraordinarily painstaking process. Each second of the film entails 12 through 24 drawings. In total, approximately 1 million drawings were required from concept finished animation. Over 100,000 cells had to be painted to produce the finished film. Big ups. It's not easy. The studio has now become a mecca for the classical animation with talent from Italy, France, Spain, Denmark, Turkey, Thailand, and New Zealand, joining the American, Canadian, and Irish staff. The Land Before Time. About the filmmakers. Yippee-ki-yay. Don Bluth, producer-director, the second eldest of 7 children, was born in El Paso, Texas, and moved to Southern California during his teenage years. In 1955, after graduation from high school, Bluth joined Walt Disney Production as an assistant. Last turn in the career before what? I guess we'll never know. Phenomenally successful, and were nominated for multiple Academy Awards. Following the big scale comedy in 1941, he teamed with long-term friend George Lucas to make Raiders of the Lost Ark, which he directed. In 1982, discrepancy. Stipulation discrepancy. In 1982, the filmmaker co-wrote and co-produced the thriller Poltergeist. Get to the point. In 1973, Lucas co-wrote and directed American Graffiti. The film was extremely successful and won the Golden Globe. The New York Film Critics and blah 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 blah. 4 years later, Lucas wrote and directed Star Wars, a film which broke the box office records and won 7 Academy Awards. The film not only brought audiences back to the theater, but what else? Maybe had in the Piss's little pants. A yippee-ki-yay, buy a figurine or two, huh? Chickity bang bang. Frank Marshall, co-executive producer, is one of the motion pictures industry's most effective and represented producers and executives. His list of credits include 4 of the 10 biggest grossing films of all time. Dinosaurs have always captured the imagination of the youngest of troglodytes in the vicinity. Hello, the slide switched. The young and old alike, particularly in recent happenings. Countless books have been written about them, and prehistoric creatures have served the focal points in exhibits in natural history museums. One I thought of was reindeer tarantula. dragons are cool and all, but reindeer tarantula? Babu.